Saturday morning, we're going to set off soon for a day of cruising, but we're making pancakes.
We are setting off now on our cruise back up to the Langley Mill basin. It's about 6 to 8 locks, I think. Polly's setting us off going. We've got to do a turn in a winding hole, and then the last bridge that we've got to do on the way back up is past the horrible one where the kids threw the rocks at us.
Seriously, don't jump. So we bought backup this time, Fleur and Polly.
These are our henchmen, they'll keep us safe. Amy's taking the leaf thing for a spin.
Sycamore? No, it's not sycamore. There's no leaves on the trees.
Oh, and that one, go back. One more. That one.
Horse chestnut? That's not a horse chestnut tree.
Oh. Never mind. There's our Christmas tree. One of them. There he is. What have you done, Amy? What have you done?
We've left the chain on and we've noticed as we're going past.
Chain reacquired.
It was hard because it was so windy to pull the boat over. We got it. That's the first time I've ever left it behind. From the other week that we gave a lift to, and his interview went well and they were really sweet.
So lovely. Penultimate lock of the day, and after this lock round the corner is the dreaded bridge where the kids threw stones at us. We've been really nervous about it. It should be fine, we've been through it several times and not seen the kids, so hopefully it was just a one-off. But can't help but feel a little bit nervous. At least we've got Polly and Fleur for backup this time. I don't know what we do, but it's reassuring.
I can't see them. Go, go, go!
They're hiding there, waiting for an ambush.
This was the bridge. I think we're fine. We can see the bridge where the kids were last time and they're not there. We're safe for today.
Go, go, go!
We're going full speed through it in case they decide to show up. Why are we so scared of some kids?
They threw a rock. The horse has defeated the children. Hooray!
I'd much rather see a horse on the bridge than
Go
children. We just had such a stressful 5 minutes. There was this guy driving past, someone that Wes was talking to earlier, and he was really nice. And someone on a bike stole his chain, so he was asking us if we'd seen it. And then when that was happening, we drove over something massive and it scraped and the boat went up, and we don't know what it was because we couldn't see anything, and we don't think it's made any damage, but it was scary. So not an uneventful trip, but we've only got a little bit to go. One more lock, one more bridge, and then we're at Langley Mill.
One last thing before we're done with the cruising. I'm going to move the boat over there to our old mooring. We're going to keep it facing that way so that the electrician on Monday can get on and off way easier, hopefully.
So we've got a taste of what it's like for boaters with cars now, because we're going to go back to Ilkeston and collect Polly and Fleur's car. So it's about a 2-hour walk, but we're excited because on the way is the Benelli Viaduct, and we haven't seen that before, so we're excited.
Crisp sandwich, round 2. Managed to make it past the mini aqueduct that we got to when we tried last time. We're doing well. Rufus refuses to get tired. We've been walking for about 3 hours in total today and he is still going. He's still pulling. We made it to the viaduct, which is just over halfway to the car. There's no time. Still going. It's so dark. Our feet are absolutely killing.
7 minutes to go.
7 minutes to go. I hate this. Rufus is still yet to run out of energy. Rufus! We made it. We made it. Rufus has just slowly realised what's happening. Come on. Let's nip into Asda so we can get some ingredients to make a lasagna. Feet are still killing. Smells amazing. It's lasagna time. Showing Polly and Fleur one of my favourite foods ever.
Where's the special lasagna with cheese sauce?
And bolognese component.
Outrageous. Got a movie on. Lasagna. Thank you, Wes.
That's alright.
Wes has cooked us all a cooked breakfast. We've got hash browns, sausages, tofu scramble, bacon, and toast. Breakfast!
Whoa, thank you.
And stay home. We've given Polly and Fleur some of our pile that we've sorted. So they've got some new clothes and we've got some new space.
It's a really nice day today, the last day for Polly and Fleur's visit. So we're going to drive to Woollerton Hall, have a little wander around, take Rufus, and just enjoy the sun. Rufus, get in.
Did you know this house was Wayne Manor in one of the Batman films?
Amy's rescued a scarf that's blown off. She's running off into the sunset. Polly and Fleur have gone home now. We've had such a nice weekend again, seeing them. It's so lovely to have visitors and just to go on like cruises and like little adventures. It was really nice. We had a really lovely chilled weekend with them. But I have actually got tomorrow off work because we are getting our new battery setup installed. We're really hoping that it's going to improve things in terms of like the inverter cutting out.
So he's coming at 9 AM. We've got a little bit of sorting to do in terms of clearing out the cupboard space where he's going to need access to, that kind of thing. So we're just going to chill for a bit, probably have a nap, and then get on sorting that out because it's going to be an early day tomorrow. Good morning. It's Monday the 21st of March and it's battery day. We're so excited. We're also super nervous just because you never know when you pay a lot of money for something. It's always that little bit of concern that like, is it going to be worth it? Are they going to do a good job? Is it going to fix all of our problems that we hope it's going to? So yeah. Okay, I've completely cleared it out, ready for him to work. I've just left the battery monitor in that he's installing today and the charge controller. Last job, emptying this, which isn't too bad, so he can get to all this. Second cupboard clean. We've got 5 minutes left until he arrives. We're going to tackle this one because it doesn't close. It's going to be in the way, and we might want the battery monitor here, and we can't have it here because he can't get to fit it. So let's just be quick. 90% of this cupboard is just bags.
Rufus is getting ready to kick off and the electrician money arrives. Just saving all his energy.
Wes is going to meet the electrician now. It's very exciting. We've cleared everything from the stern, from the cupboard, so we're all good to go. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Rufus requires a lot of treats and attention so that he doesn't bark the entire time.
He's doing good.
Doing good. He's very scared of strangers, so he usually does bark at them and stuff, but we're working on it, aren't we? Weirdly, in the house, he would literally bark at anyone that came near the house, any visitors that came in the house non-stop. Like, it would take him like half an hour to settle if anyone was in the house. In the boat, we've had friends over, and within like 2 minutes, he's like throwing them at their ball and jumping on them to give them a hug. You're nicer in the boat, aren't you? This is Phil from Pro Electrical Marine Specialist, and this is his apprentice, Dina.
All good?
Yeah, you done?
Is that alright, Rufus? Are they allowed?
Yeah.
Security checks done.
Yeah. finally got the battery monitor on the wall with all our other switches and everything. We've had that since we were in the marina and we were too confused by the setup to try and install it.
Wes is trying to square up the battery situation.
Engines and batteries are confusing and they scare me. So we've gone this whole time only using the voltage and we cannot wait to actually have a percentage to work from.
And imagine the dream of having a notification pop up on your phone like, your batteries are running low. Can't wait.
One of the many perks of a boat is you have a lot of entrances and exits. 1, 2, 3.
So we're just changing over the alternator to suit it for the lithium charging. So what I've done is I've removed the internal regulator. What that does, it sets the voltage of what the alternator puts out, but it's a basic regulator. We've soldered on inside so we can run the Balmar. And what the Balmar does is it senses the temperature from the alternator. So when it's running at high load, which it will do with the lithium, it will calm the current down. So it'll keep it at the right temperature basically. These are 100 amp hour each, and they've got the heaters built in, so it doesn't matter. They're not going to get affected by the cold charging conditions. If it gets below 0, the heater will come on, but to be honest, the heaters don't really come on that much because when you're using them, they heat themselves up anyway.
Who would have thought this guy would be so chilled, eh? Do you like them?
This whole time our batteries have been wired up wrong, so rather than try and listen to me explain it, here's Phil.
Okay, so this is your old battery setup, and the way it was wired, you had 4 batteries, and the negatives were linked up and just taken off as a common negative from battery number 4. Now the alternator positive was taken off battery number 3, and the inverter was taken off battery number 2. If you look at the correct setup, that's how it should have been. So if you were to draw power from equally from the positive and negative, then the positive would have had to go through all 4 batteries equally as it would do the negative. So they would have all ended up with the same amount of load. Give it another 6 months, this one here would have died first. When that one died, you'd have either had to take it out of the equation or replace all 4 batteries. So like, because you can't add a new battery to an old bank. And then that would have gone next. So you'd have had to spend all the money on a new set of LEDs just for the sake of the wiring being incorrect. Whereas that setup, they'd have all hopefully deteriorated and died at the same time. So yeah, it's a great piece of equipment. So it's sort of confirmed why you wire a battery bank like that.
Brilliant.
We were just talking if the bridge went while we were on it. That would be a bad day.
Yeah. Brilliant, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. See you later.
See you later. I'm so excited to have power.
It's so exciting! We've got to give them a good charge to wait for this to go down to 0. And then you should be able to have, literally just look at this and it'll say a percentage of what the batteries are on, which is crazy exciting. A lot of you is probably like, yeah, Victron battery monitors are just, but for us it's like, wow!
It's about 10 months of just playing the random number generator game.
But it's humbled us, I think, because now we can truly appreciate this.
Yeah. So we're currently letting the engine run to fully charge the batteries completely to the top. So we're trying not to turn the inverter on for a bit, which means we have no power other than one 12-volt outlet. So we've come back to the old argy-bargy.
Playing our favourite board game.
Courtesy of chugging along. So we're going to play this for a bit while the batteries continue to charge. Go, and we're off. Amy's going from Leeds to Bristol and Liverpool to Manchester. I'm going from Birmingham to Nottingham and Hull to Wolverhampton. And on true form, I've only got plain corner pieces, while Amy's got all these. I'm angry.
Let's go. I don't want any more corner ones.
Well, that's argy-bargy. I believe that Amy is trying to be a rule breaker and has placed this tile without having any destinations relating to Sheffield or Hull.
No, I'm going for lead, so I'm going to connect.
Playing tiles must be played in squares connected by canal to a city within an incomplete navigation destination card that the player has. You are not allowed to place said tile, making it an illegal move.
But I want to come up through Birmingham and then connect here and use your route to connect to Leeds.
Chugging along, if you see this, please tell me that she's a horrible, horrible cheater.
I'm fuming.
Please retract your earlier move.
You don't have to look so smug about it.
It's much harder when you have to play by the rules, isn't it, Amy? Amy's kicking off again. Amy, if you have a problem with the rules, please take it up with Biggie Bros.
I'll talk to Tim and Sam next time I see them.
You'll have stern words. You can't play that!
Why?
Because you can't have a canal that runs into not a canal.
Yeah, but then in my next move, I'll add another one on top.
You can't prospectively break the canal system. That's not how it works.
Wes ruins all the fun. You ruin all the fun.
I'm consulting the official Chugging Along Argy-Bargy rulebook once more. Incorrect. It's an intense game.
Yay! Get off fast. Wesley's the winner. I've got 50, 67, 83. Wes has got
127.
Well done, Wes.
Cheating.
I found it on my lap.
Minus 5 points.
No! But I could have used that in my...
So the engine's been on for quite a while now. It's still not time to turn it off yet. We think we can hear the belt squeaking. I think Phil said something important about if it squeaks. The engine has been on for quite a few hours now since the electricians turned it on. We've been leaving it on to top them up fully, and the amp reading on our fancy new battery monitor is finally showing 0 or negative amps, which means the batteries are full.
So if we turn the engine off now, the monitor should work, and then if we use our laptop, for example, it should say 90% left, 60% left.
Here we go.
Oh, 100%! This is with one phone on charge and the TV.
Fascinating. So if we only do this, we can last 5 days before we have to charge the batteries.
Plug your laptop in.
I'm too scared for the laptop.
Plug your laptop in. You could edit videos on charge for 1 day, 13 hours.
That's a lot better than an hour.
Yeah.
Which is what we're used to. I'm at work today, but last night we used the TV quite a lot, charged phones a bit, didn't really use that much power. But obviously including the fridge, the lights, using the oven, all that sort of stuff, we used about 5% I think, which is a lot better than we're used to. So today's going to be a pretty good test because I'm at work. So see how the laptops do, see how much they draw, and see what we're left with towards the end of the day. But I'm feeling pretty hopeful so far. So I've been working this morning, but I've only really been using like Teams, Outlook, that sort of thing. So I thought I'd boot up a game just to see how that affects it. So we've got Amy's laptop on charge, my phone on charge, and I booted up Hitman 3. And so far we could run all of this apparently for about 3.25 days solid before the batteries are empty. We are obviously pulling in about 12 amps of solar. Even then the inverter would have tripped before.
So the plan's been all along was whilst Wes was working in the day, I would work on my laptop on YouTube stuff, on my Twitch stuff, that kind of thing. But we haven't been able to do it because when Wes's laptop's on, I couldn't have my laptop on, or at least put it on charge, so I would only have about an hour's worth of work. It's been like that for so long, and now we can both be on our laptops and both charge them, and it's just such a game changer. Like, we are going to be twice as productive now. It's sunny out, and we thought it'd be a good test of the power, so I'm going to do some washing in our little washing machine, and Wes is going to film the app to show the consumption. Ready?
Okay, so we're currently pulling in 177 watts. It's down to 9 watts, so we're still pulling in more than we're using.
Still pulling in more than we're using.
Still charging.
The inverter says 11.4.
We haven't yet taken it down past 90. I mean, past even 95.
Rufus is enjoying the sun. He's sunbathing in one of his favourite spots.
I know it's summer, but this is just crazy. Like, for the first time ever on the boat, our batteries are full, we're washing, and we're still pulling in more solar than we're using. The laptops are on charge and fully charged. I'm just charging some batteries. So just to summarise, we've got both laptops charging, I'm working, Amy's doing the washing, we've got some batteries charging up, some little AAA batteries charging up, and we're still pulling in more than we're using, so I'm going to put the switches on the 12 volt as well. The inverter's just cut out, tripped out. We've still got plenty of power in the batteries, but we just wonder whether it's the inverter that's still set up in such a way that it trips out.
The batteries are on 100%, so there's no way it's tripped because the batteries are low. And we were using nowhere near 3,000 watts, what the inverter can handle, so don't know what it is.
The inverter's just tripped out again, and we had even fewer things on. Everything on the battery monitor still says that we've got tons of power, so, and the inverter is quite old.
I literally didn't have anything on charge. The only thing that was on charge was the switch on 12 volt power, so it shouldn't have even been going through the inverter.
And the Wi-Fi, which draws
and it's
very
just
little.
tripped again, so I've texted the electrician. Okay, so it's saying here you can change the settings on the inverter, and one of them is low voltage cutout. So you can change it to cut out at 10 volts, 10.5, 11, 11.5 and 12. So I'm going to make sure that it's set to 10.
We've also noticed that on the system adjustments, lithium isn't listed, and it is quite an old inverter.
Stop the function you require. On the screen, press enter.
It's gone now. So we've just rung Phil. He's not quite sure what it could be. He said it might be like a voltage drop somewhere, or just some sort of problem somewhere along the way, but obviously it's hard to see without being here, like poking around, testing different things. We've always suspected that the inverter is either dodgy, set up wrong, or is just a bit old and on its way out. So we've always kind of been with the mindset that we'd want to replace it, because it's only a matter of time before it packs up, and it's probably better to get one person to do your whole setup than have lots of people work on different bits. So we think we're going to try and get him to come and fit a new inverter. Just bite the bullet now.
Which
deal
means
with the cost.
we might potentially be here for another week, but we need
it before we set off.
We need this set up for Wes's work, and It's just nothing's ever straightforward with us. I feel like we're cursed.
And it's just having to stomach the costs. I think it's a worthwhile investment, but it's just a little bit painful to spend that much in one go.
And just the fact that we have to stay here for another week.
It's been a really stressful day. We've got to do our weekly shop, but even though it's a big chore, I'm hoping it will just allow us to take a bit of a step back from being stressing about the electrics. Even though generally speaking, a lot of the costs on a boat are a bit lower, the saying that boat stands to bring out another 1,000 is very, very accurate. So it can be stressful, but I'm just looking forward to getting it sorted.
We did have a lovely visit from Mark though, from Mark and Tracy and Jasper. He delivered us some wood, which was just so lovely. So that's
Thank
really
you so
helped.
much.
And it'll help last us until the end of March, I think.
We'll definitely get some chips on you as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was lovely to have a chat with you again as well.
Just thought, while we were feeling a bit down, we may as well give you another boat life reality check of how messy it can get. Bear in mind that we've just been for a weekly shop and we haven't put it away yet, and we had to move quite a lot of stuff so that we could access all the electrics. But it is not always as glamorous as it seems. While it might be quite quick to clear up a lot of it because there's not that much stuff, because it is in a small space, it just feels quite overwhelming. Trying to unwind a little bit this evening and de-stress. I'm doing a bit of editing and Amy's done a bunch of washing, so just sorting that out. But it's the first day we haven't had to run the engine at all, like once, I think ever. Still got problems with the inverter, but at least it shows promise.
Yeah. And we haven't got to put the fire on. Feels like we're all right for tonight as well.
It's like a bit cold, but it's like put a dressing gown on and you'll be all right kind of cold.
Summer's coming.
The electricians told us to unplug some things back at the back of the inverter, and I'm terrified. So this might be the last time I feature on Boat Time. It's that really big one.
Yeah.
What do I do? Just pull it out?
Yeah.
Right, I've got to test the tightness of these. Bear in mind that the camera is in this crevice, but I can't actually see into it. It's a bit like keyhole surgery.
The dressing gown bandit.
I'm fixing things.
Oh, save mode is off.
Rats!
We were hoping it was on and that could have potentially been why it was breaking, but it's off.
So we've been speaking to Phil via text. He's been trying to help us sort of diagnose some things that it could be other than like some sort of complex problem. We've tried all of them, they all seem fine. So I think we are just going to need a new inverter.
Our inverter has just been weird since we've had it. It's probably not wired up right. So I think having the batteries has just made us notice it more, I think, and still not right. So Phil's going to fit us a new one in, which is very good. So I've been washing loads of clothes this week and used loads of water. So we've ran out of water. So the kettle and a couple of bottles coming on our night walk with Rufus.
I want a cup of tea.
20 to 10. Wes can't go to bed without his cup of tea. So. Right, before bed walk, got the essentials, got Rufus, a water bottle, kettle. Let's go.
Turns out it sprays quite a lot. I'm soaking. Just boaty things. What now?
I don't know what's happening recently. It feels like the boat is just falling apart. I think winter's took its toll on all of us, including the boat. I just went to shut the hatch.
Oh my goodness.
the whole wooden thing. Freddie's here! What's this? Ready? Go! Oh! Come here, man! Ready?
Amy's away for a couple of days. She is going to a spa with her mum and her sisters. I'm very jealous. I'm staying with the boat, looking after the pets. But I haven't really got anything on the jobs list that's really urgent, so I'm just gonna chill. That'd be nice.
You excited, Mum? Lizzie! He's put a buffet out just for me. That's adorable.
Phil and Dino from Pro Electrical are back today. They're going to fit our new inverter, and then hopefully all of our electrical woes will be sorted. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Turns out the old inverter had been broken all along, and it wasn't just us. And all of the wires had literally been melting inside.
Rufus, this is ridiculous. You're not missing out on anything. You've got no interest in inverters. You're just sunbathing and crying.
Shiny new inverters in. Next stop is we are fitting the Wi-Fi in the cupboard and having the aerial go out and a hole through here, so it's no longer just on the side. We feel like we're gonna have a whole new boat. It's so exciting. Because our inverter has always been so rubbish, we've never been able to use any of the things that are on the boat. So we've never used the Webasto water heater. We've never used the radiator. So now it's like we have to learn how to use those. It's crazy. Bye, old inverter. A cupboard with all the electric scary bits that, again, we have no idea what they mean yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
This device has come to life and has started making a substantial noise. There was a big beep. The inverter kicked in full blast, started smelling a bit of like dust and general tired electronics. Just checking on the old display.
So we won't be able to do it for long. Yeah, so it wasn't the fact that the batteries were
Still
dead.
don't understand anything at all.
It's fine though, don't panic. This time something's just not right with the inverter.
Trying the old revs again. No difference. More inverter troubles. I'm fixing things.
This looks legit. Thank you so much for watching this exciting episode of our electric install. And of course, a great big thank you to Phil and Dino. We'll link them down below.
Thank you so much to Jeff and Tatiana and our friend John G for the chips this week. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on our socials for even more.